Hey guys, Andy and Nathan from wagertalk.com. We are going to be breaking down one fight in particular coming up. We're going to break down Drew Dober and Bobby Green. Besides that fight, we have a 5% best bet that is up now for this Saturday. And this play is one of our favorites. We have had this one circled for a long, long time. We are excited to fire away on that one. Go grab that at wagertalk.com. We're plus 58 units on our 5% plays recently. So we are just in the zone with those, coming off a really nice streak in UFC. So Nathan, let's get into it right now. Let's talk about Drew Dober and Bobby Green, two big fan favorites. Let's just start with the sides, who we think can win and how each guy can win, and then we'll talk about the distance. So how can Dober win and how can Bobby Green win this one?
Well, basically Dober, if he's able to implement kind of like the body game, the body blow game, I think he's going to have a good chance. I love his chin is granite. I don't know if you've seen some of his recent fights, but the man can take a shot and keep on ticking. So I don't really see a problem in regards to Bobby Green being able to get him out of there. I think that his kickboxing ability is able to close the distance and work the body with the legs as well as the striking, as he showed against Albazi in his last one, putting him down with a sternum shot was fantastic. If he sticks to that strategy, I think he's got the better chance of taking this fight. Bobby Green, on the other hand, he can play to the level of his opponent. So when he's in his flow state, he's kind of hard to beat. Who was it? Clint kind of compared him to the Angela Hill of the 155 division. So, which I think is a great representation. If he is able to kind of get into Drew Dober's head with some of the mind games, utilize that stinging jab, I do see a world in which he might be able to eke out a decision, but I'm definitely going to take the side of Drew Dober, just the younger fighter. I think he's fought the better level of competition most recently, and he should be able to get this done.
Yeah, when I look at Bobby Green, I kind of throw out the Islam Makhachev fight. That was just such short notice. He saved UFC. Throw that one out the window when you're looking at Bobby Green. But I see some red flags with him. I don't like that he lost to Fiziev and to Moises. He gets the win against Al Iaquinta, who was there for the paycheck in his home state as his final fight. He got knocked out. He did look good against Nasrat Haqparast, but I worry that Dober... That's exactly right. And I think the best thing going against Bobby Green is Dober's chin. Those jabs are just not going to have an effect on Dober. Dober will walk through just about anything that Bobby Green has. You mentioned the body work, and I agree that is going to be where Dober's going to do most of his work. Can Bobby Green for 3 rounds stay at distance? I don't think so, just because I think Dober's not going to be scared to go through some of those.
It's a smaller cage, too.
Absolutely. And, he knocked out Al Iaquinta, but then you have to go back to 2016 before you can find a Bobby Green knockout win. I think it's a tough matchup for Bobby Green. I'm actually surprised this was the opponent they gave him after he completely saved their asses by filling in against Makhachev. I think this is a terrible matchup
he's coming
for
off
him.
That 6-month suspension for the popping for PEDs. It was DHEA, so it wasn't big, but that's probably also the reason why they might be setting him up with Drew Dober as well.
Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't Dillashaw-esque. It wasn't horse steroids. It was a little bit thing, but we like Dober. We like the way that he's been fighting. 2 straight knockout wins. I think Bobby Green is going to avoid the knockout. Just because he is so shifty, he is going to be able to extend his jabs and keep it at length for along parts of the fight. So I'm not sure Dober can get inside and absolutely crush him, which leads us to, we're looking at distance. And I think we both really, really like this fight to probably go the distance. And I think that's maybe the best way is attacking some of these over props in this fight, right?
Yeah, I'd say, if you can find the over 1.5, go for it. 2.5, I think there is a chance in the later rounds that, just the pace that Drew Dober might set with the body shots that's going to slow down Bobby Green. I can see the power working in Dober's favor. So over 1.5 starts round 2, 2.5, which is going to be the main one that's going to be out there. But I think those are safe bets just based upon, Bobby Green hasn't been really finished other than submission in a very long time. He's a decision machine. And he doesn't have the power to put Dober out. And the elusiveness of Bobby Green will keep him alive for the most part.
Yeah, and if you're on DraftKings, make sure you're utilizing the to start round 2 props. Nathan, you and I have used those really, really successfully. If you find 2 fights that you think are going to start round 2, you can put them at a very, very, very fair price. Those lines are going to come out Thursday or Friday. So we like this fight probably to go the distance, but if you can take advantage of the over 1.5 or to start round 2, that is what we think. So we're leaning pretty heavily for Drew Dober, but we do like this fight to not end early and go the distance. That's going to be our breakdown for Bobby Green and Drew Dober. Most important, guys, go grab that 5% play that is up on wagertalk.com or plus 58 unit run on 5% plays. This is a very, very bettable and gettable card. A lot of really good plays out there. Good luck, everyone. Let's finish off the UFC year on a banger, and we'll see you guys next time.